What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be going over all of the new rookie cards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM, lads. But before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. As you guys can see here, we are so close to 269,000. We're trying to 270k by the end of the month. It's something I never thought was going to be possible, but it's looking like we might end up being able to hit it. So if you guys are new to the channel and enjoy this content, subscribe. But anyway, yeah. So, we're going to be ranking these from worst to best. It's not necessarily... There's a couple of Galaxy Opals that are going to be chucked in with the higher tier, but it's mostly, obviously, the Dark Matters are better than the Opals. But, yeah, let me know in the comment section which one of these guys you guys believe is the best card. Who do you guys think is going to... or which of these guys do you guys think are going to end up being the most relevant cards in the world? Or in the game? So, anyway. First of all, last place... We got Davio Mitchell. 95 offense, 95 defense overall. Yeah, he's got 4 hot zones. He has got 95 3 ball, 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 98 lateral quickness. You're looking and thinking, what's the problem with this card? He's 6'2". He's 6'2", unfortunately. That's the problem. He's not even that much worse than the Dark Matter. He's really not. He's actually probably one of the best of these stats-wise. He's got the hot zones. Got all the key badges. Problem is he's a 6'2" point guard, so he's pretty low. Then, number 23, we got Kian Johnson. No hot zones at all, which is a bit of a problem, but he does a 7-foot tall wingspan, and all the defensive badges bar one. Like he has every single defensive badge. He's got a pretty good release in Kemba, which is easy to green. And even though he does the low 3-point rating, I still think he's going to be a fine shooter on next gen. But the lack of hot zones mean I think I gotta put him down here at number 23. At number 22, we've got Jonathan Kaminga. 6'8", 7'3" wingspan. So he's got a really good length. The problem is that he's only got gold range extender. But he's almost every defensive badge, all the key ones. Lateral quickness is okay at 88. John Wall base, and I find that so easy to green. I'm really good with basically anyone with John Wall base. He's the Pro 3 behind the back, the Pro 2 escape. He's also got, again, good driving dunk. Good, decent badges overall. Like 60 total. Yeah, no hot zones at the top, but I still think he's going to be pretty good, especially on next gen. Then at number 21, we have dosumnu. He has got, his lack of hot zones is the big problem with him. Release is good. Everything about him is good. And then one thing is with next gen, hot zones do matter, but they don't matter nearly as much as current gen. Because again, when we saw, I was chicken with the Paul George base, Tiny Archibald, even before they fixed his hot zones. But a 94 lateral quickness, only an 80 driving dunk. But he's got pretty much every defensive badge and playmaking badge Hall of Fame. He's got pretty much every badge in the game. The guy's got 71 total badges. Like, does it make too much of a difference? Or is it the biggest deal in the world? No, having those badges. But he's still solid. He is still solid. So that is why he is in here at 21. At number 20, we got Evan Mobley. No hot zones at all. A 79 3-point rating. But he is a 7-foot tall player. Trey Burke base who can curvy slide. We know from using, I can't remember what his name was, Tony Roten at the start of the year, that he was a really, really good shooter. Even though he had low rating and no hot zones just because of how good Trey Burke base was. Lateral quickness isn't great, but he does have good speed. He's got pretty good overall badges. Again, 71 of them. And is a solid guy, really good inside. And we got Moses Moody. So he's got Gallo base, really good release. Every defensive badge bar 1 and half range extender. Like, he's decent. Again, lack of speed means he's not going to bring much on offense, but as far as 3-and-D cones go, he's fine. Like, he's a more than usable 3-and-D cone. He is more than usable. If you're a huge fan of Moses Moody and you can't afford the Dark Matter, which I'm pretty sure the Dark Matter is like 10k, but he's fine. He's more than fine to use. Then after Moody, we have got Jalen Suggs. So Jalen Suggs is a 300 without hot zones, and that's kind of a problem. If he had all hot zones around, he would be higher. Pro 2, Pro 3, XM Trey Burke, one of the best releases in the game. Half quick first step, half clamps. He's got all the key Hall of Fame badges. He's got really good lateral quickness, a good driving dunk, 6'4" with a not great wingspan. Problem is that he doesn't have the hot zones. Like, you're going to have to attack left every single time with him. Like, if you're using Jalen Suggs, you're going to have to go left every time. Or attack middle from the left wing. Because he's trying to shoot from somewhere that's not a hot zone. He's going to struggle on current gen. On next gen, though, he's like really poor man's Luka Doncic. Then after Jalen Suggs, we're actually going for our first dark matter, and it's Davio Mitchell. Like, 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 3 ball. 97 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 99 lateral quickness. All the HOF defensive badges, 60 Hall of Fame badges. But at the end of the day, like, this guy's got 97, 95. Pretty much all the defensive badges, 98 lateral quickness. Like, there's not even that much of a difference between these guys. But still got D-Rose base, Pro 2, Pro 3. Problem, he's just too small. He is just too small. And after that, we got Trey Mann. This is an underrated card. Like, yeah, he's only got gold clamps, but these badges are all still... He's still going to be not or okay on defense because of gold badges. He's got Rudy base, which is really good. Pro 2, Pro 3. He's got 93 3 ball, 90 speed, 85 driving dunk. Yeah, he's not going to be the greatest defender with 88 lateral. But still, he's not the worst defender in the world. And I think he's got a little bit more height. He's got a good release that puts him a little bit over Mitchell. And after Trey Mann, we got Corey Kispert. I mean, he's got Ray Allen base. He's got Ray Allen base, Klay Thompson upper, and 97 3 ball, 90 lateral quickness. Yeah, he can't dunk. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's not going to be the greatest defender in the world. Doesn't matter. He's still going to be the best shooter outside of his dark matter. Like, the only player who's going to shoot the ball better than Kispert is Kispert. Like, he is a sniper. He is a sniper. 87 speed is tough. It is tough with 87 speed. Still, though, I think he's more than good enough at shooting to get a spot here. And we got Jalen Johnson. Okay. This is a weird one. He is Michael Jordan without the hot... Like, if he had hot spots, if he just had hot spots everywhere, he would be really high. 6'9", 7'2" wingspan. He's got every defensive badge. Yeah, I get it. He's only 85 lateral quickness. It's a bit of a problem. He's still a 6'9" 2 guard. 90 driving dunk. A pretty decent release in Jordan release. Pro 3, Pro 2. Again, I think he kind of belongs here. Maybe if you want to put Kispert ahead of him, that's fine. But I don't think Jalen Johnson's too bad a card. Then after that, we've got Jalen Green, Galaxy Opal. Jalen Green, Galaxy Opal is like poor man's Rudy Fernandez. He's a Steph Curry, Paul George, 7 foot wingspan, 6'6", Pro 3 behind the back, Pro 2 escape, 99 or 89 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 90 lateral quickness. He's got only gold clamps. He's got a fair amount of HOF defense badges, a fair amount of HOF playmaking badges. As well as that, he's got pretty much every shooting badge Hall of Fame. Like, he is more than good enough to use with hot zones everywhere. Like, this is where we start to get to the stage where it's like, this card doesn't have a weakness, really. If you're able to green with him, he does not have a weakness. He's not the best at certain things, but there's nothing like objectively terrible about this card. Like, he's a mediocre defender. He's a pretty good shooter. And yeah, he's a nice card. One spot ahead of him is Moses Moody, Dark Matter. So Gallo base, Pro 2, Pro 3. Again, these guys all pretty much from here on have perfect stats and perfect badges. It's just, in my opinion, Paul George base and Kemba base, which are the releases of the other guys, are just that little bit better. They are that little bit better, and that is why he is there, because there's a lot of kind of similar enough standard players. Then we've got Ao Dosumna. Again, apologies if I mispronounced his name. I will, trust me, I'll have it. Again, I didn't watch much college basketball, and I will have it learned. I'll have it learned by NBA 2K22, or if I do a gameplay on him. 94 3 ball, 95 or 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 98 lateral quickness, 95 driving dunk. Again, perfect stats, perfect badges. He's got Paul George base on very quick. I think he's going to be a really nice point guard in this game. 6'5", a little bit small, but it's not too small to be usable. Then we have got right here, we have got Keon Johnson, who again, I personally believe is a really solid card. I think he's a good shooter. I think he's just good with everything. His Kemba release, I think, is that little bit better than Moody. Again, off badges everywhere. I think Kemba's a bit better than his Gallo base, but Pro 2, Pro 3. Again, really good. He's like a mini Chris Webber that plays at the 2. And after that, we got Kade Cunningham, Galaxy Opal. I've used this card's release on next gen, and I'm just gonna say the 98 feels weird. Kade Cunningham's 98 feels really weird, lads. Like, it feels really, really weird. But he does have 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 3 ball. He's got 92 lateral. He's got pretty much all the key defensive badges, half range extender, half handles for days, half quick for step, half space creator. Yeah, he doesn't have all the hot zones. But he still has 98, Pro 3, Pro 2. And honestly, Kade Cunningham is the one where I'm like, even though he might be the best dark matter, he's also the one that I'm just saying, you know what? He's a pretty damn good pink diamond or Galaxy Opal as well. Then we've got Trey Mann, 6'5", 6'9", wingspan. Rudy base, Trey Burke, Pro 2, Pro 3. Again, hot zones everywhere. Perfect stats, perfect badges, pretty much. Again, he's missing a few, but I do believe the Rudy base is that little bit better than, I think somebody had Paul George base, and that was basically the same card, and I do prefer Rudy base very, very slightly to Paul George base. But again, it's really, really tight one. Then we got Jalen Suggs. Yeah, he doesn't have the wingspan. He's a little bit smaller. Dude's got X in base. He's the 3 hunting god of next gen. He is like mini Luka Doncic. Actually, no, he's not. Mini Luka Doncic was Elgin Baylor. He's mini Elgin Baylor. He's mini Elgin Baylor. But like, you can straight up cook with this guy. He reminds me of last year's RJ Hampton card. He kind of reminds me of last year's RJ, not even, or last year's Anthony Edwards. Either way though, perfect stats, perfect badges. He's going to be really good, especially because he's around 15k. He can just cook. I'm telling you, he can score with the best of them. Then we've got Jalen Green. Jalen Green is just Rudy Fernandez. I'm sorry, Jalen Green is just Rudy Fernandez. There's no better way to describe Jalen Green than Rudy Fernandez. They're the same card. Obviously, Jalen Green's is over 100k and Rudy Fernandez is 10k. But I mean, if you're looking at the badge difference, deep phase doesn't matter, back 10 punisher doesn't matter. Box, you know what? Just give it to Rudy Fernandez on even silver, and it makes no difference for a 2 guard. Then posting blocked in does not matter for a 2 guard or a point guard. Rim protected does not matter for point guard. Worm, maybe, but they're the same card. If you look at animations, both of Steph Curry, both of Rudy, Paul George and 27 are both really good uppers. Both got Pro 2, Bro got Pro 3 behind the back. The crossover doesn't really matter in the game this year. But yeah, they're the same card. But Jalen Green's pretty good. I do think Jalen Green's a little bit better than Jalen Suggs though. I do think they're a little bit better. And if you're like me and you didn't really watch too much college basketball and you don't really care about the names, just get Rudy Fernandez. But this is a set really, if you don't care about these guys' names, there's nobody that's really gonna be worth picking up. Then we have got Jonathan Kaminga coming in here at number 5. So he is starting off our top 5 list. He's got John Wall, Kevin Durant, Pro 2, Pro 3. Hot zones everywhere, 93 3 ball. Again, perfect stats. Every single defensive badge Hall of Fame. No steady. I don't think any of the cards today got steady except for Kareem. Half quick for a step. Half range extender. Half pump fake meister. Half pick and popper. Half stop and go. Again, he's just got everything. And he's 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. He could be a really, really solid player at small forward. And number 4, we got Jalen Johnson. This is a bit of a surprise because some people might have him as high as number 1. Like, there are 4. I think the gap between Kaminga and Jalen Johnson is big. I think the top 4 are a league of their own. Pro 2, Pro 3, Jordan base. Again, perfect stats all around. Almost every single badge in the game. Again, 71 badges. Deep hooks, pick and roll, or steady. None of them matter. The only badge you'd really kind of want maybe at half would be Hot Zone Hunter or Deadeye. But he's got everything. Dude's a 6'9". 6'9" with a longer wingspan, Michael Jordan. He's a beast. And number 3. This might be a controversial one. Corey Kispert. Chicken Man. I've messed around with him and he greened everything for me on current gen. I'm going to be doing gameplay probably. He'll probably be my first gameplay. He's probably going to be my first gameplay after this video, because I'm probably going to go and play pickup in like an hour from now. So I'm going to, well, actually no, I'm gonna shoot around in an hour from now. I'm gonna go and shoot around in an hour from now, and I'm gonna have this video up, and then the Kissberg gameplay is probably gonna be up. But yeah, 99 3 ball, Ray Allen base, Clay upper. I don't like Clay base on next gen. Clay upper so good. Pro 2, Pro 3. Decent height, decent wingspan. He's just better invincible Ray Allen. Every defensive badge. He's just better invincible Ray Allen. Simple as, he's better invincible Ray Allen. And he's got the headband, so they gave him the headband in game. And people just kept spamming it in my chat that I looked like him. So you better believe people spamming that in the chat. You better believe the headband's coming on as soon as it's coming on for the Kispert gameplay. You better believe. Let's cover that. The headband is coming on for the Kispert gameplay. You better believe it. You better believe it, lads. Oh, hair's all over the place. Hair is all over the place. But yeah. Then we are on to Evan Mobley. The big two. Evan Mobley. Everyone knows who the number 1 and 2 are. 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 94 3 ball, 98 driving dunk, 96 lateral quickness, 93 steal, 98 block, 7 foot tall, Trey Burke base, Pro 2, Pro 3. He's like Wiseman 2.0. And Wiseman's one of the best cards in the game. He is like he is just James Wiseman 2.0. Evan Mobley, absolutely incredible card in game. And then number 1, we got Cade Cunningham. 9 on offense, 9 on defense, 6'8", 7 foot wingspan. He's like, it's a weird one. He's on next gen, he's worse Hito. On current gen, he's better Hito. That's the best way to describe him. On current gen, I personally believe Kade Cunningham is the best point guard in the game. The way I play on current gen, because if you guys watch my Kade Cunningham gameplay, I greened so much with him. Like, I'm really, because again, I play quite a bit of pro-am point guard. Well, I play quite a bit of pro-am, a little bit of point guard, but I played enough pro-am that I'm really good. I'm still really good muscle memory wise with 98, but Cade is so good. 98 in basically every single stat, every single Hall of Fame badge, base 98, 7 foot wingspan, pretty decent upper, Pro 3 behind the back. He's incredible. He's incredible. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.